What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, nowadays in Warframe, we have tons of ways to get Archon shards every week. We have the Elite Deep Archimedian, Archon Hunts, Netracells, that's probably pretty much it. But yeah, a lot of players are getting tons and tons of Archon shards at this point, and some players are even getting so many that we might have just too many Archon shards and are starting to maybe need some new loot. So today I've got an idea for some new types of loot in Warframe. This will be definitely more of a discussion video. This is no actual basis in the game, guys. I just got some ideas for what DE could actually add to make things a little bit more exciting. This would also help buff some frames that are getting upcoming primes. I'm talking about prime exclusive augments, okay? So we're going to be going over my idea today. And yes, it is an idea that I did kind of adapt from a different game, but that game is heavily inspired by Warframe, so I think it's kind of fine for us to be thinking about some of those ideas, because this is a thing that definitely could improve Warframe, in my opinion. Alright, so let's get right into it. Before we do, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads, build videos, discussion videos, news videos, all that kind of stuff. You're in the right place. Make sure to hit that sub button. Appreciate your support recently, guys. Alright, so my idea right now is going to be for prime exclusive augments. And where did I get this idea from? It's from the First Ascendant, which is a game heavily inspired by Warframe. If you look at the mod we have on the screen right now, it is a special augment mod for a character in the First Ascendant, and just like in Warframe, they've got the ultimate version of a character. For example, this character is called Bunny. They're basically like Gyre and Volt a little bit. And this mod right here only worked on the ultimate, basically the prime version of this Bunny character. So I think DE should implement this type of idea, but for Warframe. And you know why it would be so good? Because if you think about it, recently we got the Ember rework, and then you got that really good augment called Healing Flame reworked, and it makes it where you get overguard on every enemy hit by Fire Blast, but it only works on Ember. If you read the message or the mod for Healing Flame, it only works on Ember, that overguard part. So that made me also start thinking, we kind of already have that to a degree, where it's an augment that only works on the frame itself, or like Blazing Pillage is a great example on Hildren. Blazing Pillage does not work on the Helmet version because you need to have Haven active as well. So, that made me think, let's get some augments for primes only. And this could be a new type of hard-to-get loot. So here, I made a mock-up one right now. Now, of course, this is if they actually added this, it would be super broken. I'm just making a mock-up, okay, guys? So we got Sevagoth Prime coming out next. How about a Sevagoth Prime only Gloom augment? See, with things like this, it could actually technically work. Now, don't worry about the stats on what I wrote on here. I just made it pretty much a loot ability augment for Gloom. That would make it really powerful. I mean, double loot from Gloom killed targets sounds good to me. But it also would mean that it's not like, okay, well now that Sevagoth Prime came out, they made a Gloom augment, and we can just put it on the helmet, because Gloom is his helmet. This would incentivize people to play actual Sevagoth too, because again, just like Healing Flame only gives overguard on Ember, the Healing Flame helmet would have been extremely popular if Healing Flame worked on, or the Fire Blast augment would be very popular if it worked on any character. It doesn't, and it's making Ember more played, especially because Ember's new skin is pretty good too. So yeah, that's one of my ideas, guys. Make prime exclusive augments. Now, where would these drop from? It would depend how DE would want to do it, but I'd say, make it where you could throw in, a hard mission, an EDA. Make it an EDA exclusive drop. Like make an or you could even do a weirder thing. How about a prime frame mastery mission? Once you've gotten your frame to level 30, they have a special handcrafted mission. Like for example, the Sevagoth Prime mastery mission. If you beat the mastery mission for Sevagoth, you will obtain the augment from completing it. You must be on Sevagoth Prime, and so on and so forth. When Zaku Prime comes out, the Zaku mastery mission, it will be a mission that is tuned to you having a good setup and build on your Sevagoth Prime or your Zaku Prime or whatever. It's like, okay, there would be 20 Eximus or something like that. They would have to. It would take a lot of work, but if they could make one for every frame in the game, that would be a way to do it too. If you truly feel like you've mastered Ember Prime, well, here's the Ember Prime mastery mission. If you beat it, you get the Ember Prime exclusive augment. There's plenty of ways they could do it. They could add it in 1999, some dungeon or something. I would say you need to make it not from a syndicate, though. If this are going to be the next level of augments in this game, and it's going to be prime exclusive, I'd say definitely don't put it in New Loka. Don't put it in Parent Sequence. Make it a exclusive special drop location that's in either new content or pre-existing difficult content. Like I said, EDA would be an interesting place to put it, as if this was tradable, it would potentially be worth a lot of plat. But if you put it in the mastery mission I was just talking about before, that would probably not be as worth much plat. Although it probably would be 1 per account. So, yeah, if they want to make some plat, if DE wants to make some money off it, they should probably put it as a drop location in an actual mission, not just like a one and done kind of thing. Because, yeah, if there's a plat trading potential on that one, there probably would be a decently high price on it. So, yeah, as far as do I think DE will actually add this? I don't think they will, but I think it actually is a pretty decent idea. Now, never mind the fact that we don't have an augment mod slot in this game. It's like, okay, well, I have to put multiple slots of my build consumed by augments on a build like this that you're seeing on the screen. It's like we don't really have room for it. That's why it would need to make these Prime exclusive augments extremely impactful, or, you know, just like straight up OP to make it where it's incentivizing people to play it. Because I'll be honest, a lot of people just refer to Sevagoth as Gloom, okay? Like, they're like, that's the character that you subsume to get Gloom for the Helminth, right? I don't even know what his name is. So I think that Sevagoth deserves more than that. He actually can nuke pretty well now. This is not really a Sevagoth video. It's a video on the idea of this. And, like, you know, things like that. It's like, okay, well, now that Sevagoth Prime's coming out, we're going to make him incentivized to play him. Let's throw in a new augment for one of his most popular abilities. That's extremely powerful and extremely, you know, memorable too. Like, if they do that every Prime Access, people will be talking about the Prime Access even more. It's like, yo, did you hear about that new Sevagoth Prime augment for Gloom? It makes it where enemies drop double loot, but you get less power strength. Not a big deal if you throw in multi-augmented, right? Like, there would be more to talk about besides just like, yeah, here's the golden version of Sevagoth. It's the exact same stats as before, the exact same abilities as before. You just, you know, throw on the exact same build as before, and maybe don't bother with modding the Shadow Claws in the Shadow, because it's kind of clunky nowadays. Like, I feel like Prime Access releases are kind of like, you know, a little bit samey nowadays. Throwing something like this in there to spruce it up and to, like, you know, spice it up a little bit, I think could be a great thing going forward. You know, they could even throw this into the bundle. Like, you know, when you buy the Prime Access, you get the new Sevagoth Prime augment guaranteed. If you didn't buy the Prime Access, you know, like I said, it could be in, like, Infested Railjack or something involving the new update. They could find a place to put it. Maybe even like specific Steel Path nodes. Like, okay, on Steel Path Ascension, this drops from. It doesn't drop from any other Steel Path node. So, plenty of options, guys. I'd like to know how you guys feel about this idea in the comments down below. Again, there is no actual news from DE saying this is going to happen. It's just an idea I had after, you know, thinking about how Sevagoth is kind of viewed not as positively by a lot of players, and how the First Ascendant has this idea already, and it's not, you know, it's not like it's a big deal, but it does make the exclusive augments a little bit more exciting, where it's like, okay, well, this augment only works on the Prime version, and it does some crazy thing that does not, you can't even do this on the normal version of the character. So, I like that idea. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. I will see you in the stream later tonight, and yeah, another video tomorrow, guys. Hopefully I can finally do the freaking AX52 run, man. It keeps being no Void Cascade fissures, so yeah, so far I've gotten the AX52 to 45 million damage per bullet, so I need to really get that video out, but either way, guys, I will see you next time. Hope you found this video interesting and helpful, and yeah, take it easy. Bye.